Welcome to Women Leading the Way radio show, where each time you'll hear from successful women CEOs, executives, and professionals, where we'll discover how they do what they do to be successful in business. To talk to you about, at least in general, is that, there's all this talk and conversation about values and how important they are to business. And I absolutely agree, but it is, in some cases it's looked upon as this airy-fairyville, it's just kind of the 30-foot level, looking at things kind of very altruistically. But then there's the other side of the coin, which I think is where you fall, and you've seen some success with this, is those businesses who have a very set form of values and know exactly what those are can show, I guess, maybe better success in business. I mean, describe, what do you see and how important are values to business, if I can ask?
They are so important to setting up a marketing plan, for instance, and in fact an overall strategic and business plan, that they are one of the first three things we tackle with a new client. So the three pieces that we start with before we go any further are vision, mission, and values. And the vision is what the organization's vision is for their community. The mission is what they're going to do to make that vision a reality. And the values are the pieces that they hold dear that enable them to act on that mission statement. They're the way we go about it with a new client, for instance, is to take the C-suite or the principals of the company and walk through some exercises to draw out their personal values, and then move those into how their personal values affect how they do business, how they structure that business, and how they manage that business. And once you can get to corporate values, those should drive every single decision. Any decision that comes up that does not map to those corporate values shouldn't be made. I mean, hiring, huge.
I'm just curious.
Huge.
Oh, so sorry, I'm interrupting, but I'm curious. It's like, again, different companies, different strokes, different folks. Is there any sort of I guess I'm trying to go for, what's the response of some people when you go down this road? I mean, do you usually get people that warmly embrace this process? Is it really difficult, with new companies that are looking to start up and find this? I mean, what do you find is the normal reaction or mindset of people going through this process? Is it, brain difficult that some people just can't do it? I'm just kind of curious what you see.
No, everyone can do it, but what we usually get is, seriously, we're going to spend half a day on this?
And do you find there's a difference between men and women? I mean, are women more, just from a kind of a genre standpoint, do they embrace it easier than men do, or is there any difference? Do you find there's any difference in that?
I don't find that there's any difference. And usually by the time we get to the end of day one with a new client, we usually start off with a 2-day offsite. And by the time we get to the end of day one, they're starting to see where the work they did in the morning of vision, mission, values, how that is starting to affect their decision-making regarding branding and value propositions.
And so did I hear you say that it takes maybe half of the time of going through the planning process with new clients, that the values part is crafted off for that much time of let's say, a whole day type of planning meeting?
We usually do a 2-day offsite, and I would say most of the first morning is vision, mission, and values. And those are substantial pieces of work upon which the rest of all decisions are made from that. I mean, we put them up on the board, we put them up on the wall on big sheets of paper and constantly refer back to that as we go through target audience, value propositions, competitive analysis, et cetera.